Okay, so you might be a freshman going into high school this year, or probably next year, and you want to know how to just survive high school. This is your first-hand guide. And yes, I'm going to title this How to Survive High School because I got the idea off a book I read that was called How to Survive Middle School. And spoiler alert, it absolutely doesn't tell you squat on how to survive it. It's a really good fictional story though, so I'd recommend picking it up. We're going to read through some of the Odyssey stuff and some of their 31 tips that helped them during the freshman year of high school. Starting freshman year of high school can seem like a tough situation to be in, but it was actually so easy to do. High school is a lot of fun if you know what to do and includes the following pieces of advice. I'm a junior going in this year, so that means I can give you some advice as well. I've been through the freshman year. I just got done sophomore year last year, and I'm going to junior year. That means after this, I'm the big senior. I'm not gonna be surprised if I have gray hair, but then I can actually embrace senior. Okay? Number 1. Know where your classes are located without needing a schedule. When you're at middle school, you've been there 4 years and you know which classes are where in the building. When you're transferred to a completely different building, like high school's building, this is a complete change. Complete setting change, and everything of the sort. So you want to make sure that you need to oh, this class is located here. I need to go here, and I'll be able to figure it out from here. You know what I mean? Like, my school, you've got A, C, D wings mainly. We used to have B wing, but, that thing's gone now, before I even joined the high school. But the thing is, I needed to learn where my choir class was going to be at. I needed to know where my animal science class was at, or my animal life science class was at. And I got to know where the gymnasium is in case we go to a pep rally. I probably want to keep track of where the cafeteria is because I'm going to get hungry halfway through the day and I want lunch, okay? Stuff like that will definitely help. That's really the biggest gist of that whole entire paragraph. Don't buy too many school supplies. Yeah, everything with you is going to sound great and all, but you do not want to get the reputation of being the person who held up a class because you couldn't find your highlighter at the bottom of your pencil bag. The school district I go to doesn't give you a list of what to get. You basically go in to your classes and you figure it out from there. Really, all you need are a couple of notebooks, a binder, some dividers maybe, a backpack to carry everything around in, pens and pencils to make sure that you can write in the class, maybe some access paper, but that's really all you're going to ever need. Then you go around to each of your classes and find out what exactly from that class you're going to need. Like for pre-calculus, I'm going to need a graphing calculator, which I still haven't gotten, but oh well. Graphing calculator, it's going to be so much fun when you get to learn how to use those. So you don't want to overflow of everything. You want to make sure kind of where everything is. And you just don't want to overflow on everything. Try to get enough sleep. Number 3. Sounds like fun to be able to sleep so late at night without getting in trouble. But when you have to wake up early in the morning to get to school, it's not fun at all. You should try to at least get 8 hours of sleep solidly. And make sure that you can get everything done before you go to bed. Trust me, morning rush because you forgot to do a paper is not the best or fun thing to do, especially if your brain's not working that early in the morning. Yeah. One bad test grade or one bad homework grade is not going to That's going to determine your whole entire future. Okay? Calm down. Don't stress out. Manage your time wisely, especially with extracurricular activities like scouts, your soccer team, your basketball team. Maybe you're in the football and wrestling. That sort of stuff. Maybe you're a volunteer at your church. Okay? Manage your time very, very wisely. Your schoolwork's going to increase throughout the year, so make sure that you have designated time for each part of your life so you don't spend too much time with extracurricular activities and you're swamped on schoolwork later on. It's unwanted stress that can be easily prevented if you know how much is too much work for you. Maybe you might have to cut a couple activities that you enjoy. Hey, the teachers will get on you like crazy. Figure out a plan for your high school career. I can tell you this one straight up. I want to be something in the music industry, particularly something in maybe a country music singer. There's also other possibilities like animation or YouTuber, but that's where I want to set my sights on. Because who knows what YouTube's going to be like in a couple of years, okay? Basically, you need to figure out kind of where you want to go and plan your classes for it. That way, you know exactly where you're going to be heading, so you can probably prioritize what classes you want over others. So, for me, choir and music theory, which, by the way, can I go on a rant here for a sec? My school's not offering AP Music Theory this year, and it's at a time where I can actually take it, and I want to take that class, and they're not offering it. So now I've got either one music theory from somewhere else, or, look up a tutorial for it. Sorry, had to. That sort of stuff and choir would definitely help. Don't try doing a lot of extracurricular activities just to look good for colleges. Don't try doing like FFA and scouts and being on like 20 teams just so you can look good for a college, okay? Yes, they make you look good for a college, but don't put yourself under too many just so you look good for them, because that's unnecessary stress. If you want that stress, go for it. I wouldn't recommend it, but go for it. I'm not going to tell you to not do anything, because I cannot control you, but hey. Basically, what this said, I'm just going to read you this one because it makes a lot more sense. It's not worth it. You'll be putting way too much stress on yourself just to look good, and striving so hard for a good image can make you do poorly in school. Don't do that to yourself, please. Participate enough to be noticed, but don't do so much where you think you'd have to be a superhero to accomplish all your work by your deadlines. You're just starting high school, and the amount of work needs to be cut down. Don't be someone who runs in the hallways. They're just as annoying as slow walkers. And people that stand in the middle of the hallway. I can't tell you how many times that's gotten annoying. And that's from somebody that just walks by. I just try to get to my class so the teacher doesn't yell at me. And here's these people standing in the hallway. Shush! I'm going to class so I don't get yelled at. You should probably do that too. Long story short. Yeah, school's never really that big enough to make you unbelievably like your classes don't have to like it. Know what you believe in, prioritize that above all else. High school will make you question some of your smallest values, and whether or not you choose to stick your beliefs up to you. But in a place where you will be extremely independent, you have to stand up for yourself. Don't make decisions that don't accurately reflect who you are in terms of morals, just because you want to appeal to other people. Be smart. You have your morals and priorities for a reason, so now is the time to enforce them on yourself. Yeah, that you can take classes over the summer, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Being independent is a tough task that sometimes isn't fun. Don't compare yourself to others, ever. Don't compare your art style to somebody else, your musical ability to somebody else, and just don't compare yourself to other people at all. They're annoying. There are two reasons why you shouldn't be one of these people. They're annoying and ask you for your score even if it's a bit intrusive. Why compare yourself to others when it doesn't determine anything about you? You could be putting yourself down for no reason. Don't compare your score to others just because you want to measure yourself against them. It doesn't say anything about how you can improve yourself. Make sure you know someone in your classes to ask questions. This is one that I even struggle with. And heck, I make videos on the internet. You'd think I'd have a couple people I could talk to. I typically like doing stuff solely. I keep saying that. I like to go flying solo on all that. And I like doing stuff all by myself. Because I'm a big boy. So you'll definitely have at least one question in each of your classes throughout the year. So knowing at least one person in each class and be able to contact them prevents you from messing up on an assignment. This helps a lot. And if you can have friends that are in your classes, it helps you out as well because you already know them. And you can ask them a question. Not everyone's going to be nice to you, and that's perfectly okay. Like, hate's going to happen in the world. How we deal with it is completely different. Show it up. Make sure your backpack isn't filled with unnecessary objects. That's a big one. Like, for example, I don't want to throw a box set of chess into my backpack if I'm never ever going to use it. Like, if I'm never in a club and I'm the one that's supposed to be carrying the chess box. Okay, cool. But do I want to carry that somewhere else? No, not really. I have no reason to carry it. Don't leave stray papers or other things sitting in the bottom of your bag because they build up and either make your bag heavy or make it tough to stick other books and notebooks in there. You can easily avoid this by just maintaining organizational habits, which I have a trouble of doing. They prevent you from writing papers anywhere you want if they don't belong somewhere in your bag. Save yourself the trouble of cleaning your bag up by just staying organized. And your binder, for that matter. When teachers give you advice for an assignment, take it. They're the ones who made the assignment, and they've been high scores before. You know exactly what is best for you when it comes to finishing an assignment they created. Listen to them because convincing yourself that only you know what's best for you is not how you should use your newly gained freedom from adults. You're still young and need some guidance, so take whatever you can from them while they can help. Because, let's be honest, you're not if you're out in the workplace, your boss would most likely like you know what you're doing, and most likely like you be able to try doing it once, and even with the questions thing, ask questions about it. Just don't ask stupid ones like, "Oh, I ain't get that," like, "Oh, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat that?" Or just common sense stuff there. Have a go-to music playlist for late night study sessions. Obviously, this part is up to you, but having a playlist full of songs that you like will make you studying a bit more fun for you. Yes, classical music is proven to help you while studying, but you need to at least be comfortable with the music that you're listening to. If you don't like classical music, you should have the freedom to listen to what you want. Studying will go by a lot faster if you do this. When you're done, you'll feel like the study session was much easier than it usually is. The night before a test will be stressful, but you'll get through it. And don't cram for an exam the night before or a test. That's not going to work. What I typically do is I will review it over a period of time and then go study for it prior to. And if I still have questions, I might look back over that material prior to the test beginning. Like, if I have a little bit of study session beforehand, I'll pull out the book. Or if the teacher isn't automatically handing you the test and telling you to work on it as soon as you walk in the door, unless, of course, you're late to the class, you have a couple minutes, get to your class early, pull out the book, know what you're trying to look at, maybe skim through the chapter just a bit, so you understand, or you might understand it a little better. Stay organized. There are lots of deadlines and you can feel overwhelmed at times. That's just part of being in high school. Balance schoolwork with the rest of your life. Don't let everything else take over from your schoolwork, but yet don't let schoolwork take over everything else in your life. We don't need a work environment. We need to work and have fun. We need to find a balance between the two. You will make mistakes that could have been prevented. There's no doubt that freshman year won't be perfect. If you make a mistake by forgetting to do your homework or being late to class because you chose not to run in the hallway, it's okay. Let it go and learn from it. Maybe you were doing too much the night before, so you didn't do all of your homework. Maybe you were talking to your friends instead of getting to class, so you were late. Learn from these experiences if they happen, because there are ways that teachers grow up and become responsible. It's all part of the high school experience. Now, you need to learn from mistakes from yourself and also from others around you so you don't make the mistakes that they made and suffer what they go through. Don't change who you are to impress others, even if it benefits you somehow. Get to know who your counselor is. That will help a lot. Keep your old friends close, but make lots of new friends. You will not leave high school with the same friends that you came in. Heck, I didn't even begin high school with some friends that I used to have. There was a buddy of mine who had moved to, basically, he had moved from the state I live in to a completely other state by the time high school began. So that meant not only did I just not have a friend that I used to talk to a lot when I was in high school, but I'd have to, basically, after 8th grade year, that's when it all kind of fizzled out for me at that point. And I basically went and grabbed new friends by maybe second day or so. And it's not because I was a jerk, but it's because, well, we didn't really talk and we just, never really hung out. So I found some new friends and I was hanging out with them at lunch. And I found a buddy of mine named Trenton, and he was one of my friends for basically the past 2 years in high school. So he was a sophomore when I was a freshman, and he was a junior when I was a sophomore. So he's going to be a senior this year. But don't be surprised if you make a lot of friends that are going to graduate before you, or graduate the year that you're there. Don't be surprised, because you're not gonna have the same friends when you leave as you did when you went in. Utilize orientation day to the best of your ability. Orientation day should be happening at your school, and it's a day that takes place less than a week before school starts. That's when you get a physical copy of your schedule and get to meet your teachers. Make the most of that time while at your school. Ask your teachers what you need, locate your classes, get a locker if you want one, get a feel for how your school looks. It's the best day to prepare for your new freshman year. If you can go to orientation day, I really recommend doing your best to go. Basically, that will help you a lot, and especially if you've got a physical schedule, pay attention to where your classes may end up being. If you've run across somebody in the hall and say, hey, you know where this class is, maybe it's an older guy or older girl, they might be able to tell you because chances are they've been in the school before you, so they could probably figure out where some of your classes are. Oh, you have to just go down here, go up the stairs, and just a little bit from there, and that's where you're gonna find your social studies class, or the choir room. You're in choir, right? Okay, so you're gonna go down this hallway, down near D wing where all the art classrooms are, and that big one that's got the 2 double doors on both sides of the room itself. That's your choir room. That's basically what you're gonna do. Don't be afraid to ask for help from anyone. That's gonna definitely help. Certain work cannot be put off till the last minute. Get it done. Yeah. Just don't wait till the last minute to do your summer work. You save yourself a lot more time. If you do it pretty much from the get-go, save a couple of days from the beginning of break to do it, then you're going to save yourself and the teacher a lot of time. Because you're going to save yourself time from, like, doing everything else. And you can, after you get all that work done, you can then spend the rest of your summer doing whatever the heck you want. Yeah, you've got to reduce time now, but it's better. And you're saving your teacher more time so they don't have to go, hey, you know, they don't have to keep reminding everybody that their work's done or needs to be due and everything of that sort. Don't let one bad day ruin your week. You're doing great. Don't slack off just because it's freshman year. We save yourself the pain of facing your GPA years after now because you chose to say that it's only freshman year is an excuse to not do your work. It sounds wrong to just think that. Yeah, that is going to save you a lot of time if you work on your stuff ahead of time. Just treat your freshman year like anything else. Senior year is supposed to be the best year of your high school, and so is freshman year. They're not, okay? Freshman year, you're going to you're like, oh, no. You're really nervous about it, and you don't know what you're doing. Senior year, you've got all these scholarships to apply for, you've got all this extra work that you have left to do, and everything of that sort. And then you've got graduation on top of that. So, yeah, the senior year is going to be a better year because you're not doing as much, question mark. But, yeah, that means that you're going to probably be loaded up on a lot more work just because you're a freshman. Like the one thing. That's basically it. I do have a couple of suggestions, though. I just randomly found this from searching all this up. Yeah. I looked this up and that's how I was able to find all that. So, 1, stop standing in the halls. Okay, it's going to be crowded. You've got a lot of people there. So, if you can make everybody else's lives better by not standing in the hallway, do it. Pretty much know where your classes are. It helps you out a lot. And don't stress about being late to your classes on the first day. A lot of schools will kind of expect this from freshmen and on the first day. They'll go, oh, okay, it's the first day, no biggie. But afterwards, don't expect them to really do that. They might do it for like the first week or so. And then they'll go back to treating you like everybody else. So, yeah, I think that's about all I have to add on to it. But, hope you enjoy your freshman year. And good luck to all your high school years. For those of you that don't have high school, you may be going to middle school, primary school, whatever it's called in your area. Just take some of these tips into consideration because they apply pretty much across the board. And it will definitely help you out. And if you keep those tips at the back of your mind and you do get to high school, you're basically a step above everybody else. So I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay beautiful, and good luck with your school year.